Good evening, everyone. Today I decided to do something a little different. I'm not at home. I'm not sitting on the couch. I'm outside, surrounded by nature. And I honestly think this is probably the most authentic live I've done in a very long time. I didn't come on today to teach you something. I came on to share something I'm genuinely experiencing right now. As many of you already know, a few days ago, I injured my knee. Yesterday, I got a second opinion from an orthopedic specialist. He recommended that I have an MRI scan and advised me to take time off until next week, so I can protect my leg while we find out exactly what's going on. Today, however, I also visited my physiotherapist. She said something that really stayed with me. Don't stop moving. Not excessively, not by pushing your body, not to prove anything. But don't become completely still either. Within the limits set by your healthcare professionals, keep moving. Because very often, complete inactivity creates more problems than careful, controlled movement. And that's when I realized something much bigger. This isn't about the body. It's about life. How many times when something difficult happens do we freeze? We tell ourselves, I'll start when I feel better, when I have more time, when my stress is gone, when I feel more confident, when I know more. Then 1 year passes, then 2, then 5. And suddenly we look back and realize it wasn't the circumstances that held us back. It was our inactivity. For me, this has been a very powerful lesson. Healing doesn't mean all your problems disappear. It means learning how to move forward wisely. Learning how to adapt without giving up. Today, I cannot move the way I could before. I can't do everything I was doing just a few days ago. But I can continue doing what I am able to do, safely and with respect for my body. And that's exactly what I choose to do. The same is true for confidence. Many people believe you first become confident and then you begin. I believe exactly the opposite. You begin, and confidence is built through action. The same applies to experience, knowledge, and belief in yourself. They don't come first. They come because you decided to take the first step. I see this every single day in the online business world. People tell me, I don't know enough. I don't have a good phone. I don't have a camera. I don't have followers. I don't have enough time. I'm not ready. And every time I think exactly the same thing. Nobody starts ready. We all begin with doubts. The difference is who decides to move forward despite the fear. Earlier today, I was reading some announcements inside our community, and I genuinely felt so excited. Many of you may have already seen that SMGB, Self-Made Girl Boss, has officially received international CPD accreditation. But what impressed me most wasn't simply the title, it was what it actually represents. CPD is the international standard for continuing professional development, recognized by professionals, organizations, and employers around the world as a benchmark for quality and credible education. And here's the remarkable part. SMGB was awarded 200 CPD credits. To put that into perspective, many accredited online programs offer somewhere between 5 and around 30 credits. Most professionals only need approximately 20 to 35 credits each year to maintain their professional development. Here, we're talking about 200. That didn't happen by chance. Nobody simply stamped an approval on it. Every module, every lesson, every tool, and every resource was carefully evaluated. And it wasn't evaluated in just one language. It was assessed across 11 different languages. When I read that, my first thought wasn't simply, that's great news. It became something much more personal. I realized how important it is to invest your time in something that never stops improving and continuously raises its standards. And that brought me right back to today's lesson. Progress doesn't happen because everything is perfect. Progress happens because you keep going. Because every single day you take one small step. That's exactly how this academy was built. It didn't wake up one morning with 200 CPD credits. It was built step by step. It improved. It was evaluated. It improved again. And it kept moving forward. That's exactly how we build our own lives. And there is something else that really touched me. Our community continues to grow. More than 1,700 people are now part of BTC, Beyond the Classroom. To me, that doesn't mean 1,700 people suddenly became successful overnight. It means 1,700 people made a decision not to stay where they are, a decision to keep learning, to keep growing, to surround themselves with people who will encourage them when they begin to doubt themselves. And perhaps that's one of the greatest gifts a community can offer. Because many times, what we're missing isn't knowledge. We're simply missing something to remind us to keep going. Another thing that genuinely excites me is how many new AI tools continue to be added. Not to replace people, but to save us time, to help us organize our content, to generate ideas, to build our personal brand more consistently. Technology doesn't replace authenticity. When it's used well, it actually creates more space for authenticity to shine. I can even see that in my own daily life. Even now, with my injured knee, the medical appointments, and all the uncertainty ahead, I didn't have to start from scratch. My content was already organized. My ideas were already there. My plan already existed. And that reduces stress tremendously. Because when you have a system, you don't have to reinvent the wheel every single day. You simply adapt to your circumstances and keep moving forward. But I want to make something very clear because it is extremely important. I'm not encouraging you or anyone to ignore medical advice or push beyond their limits. Quite the opposite. I sought a second medical opinion. I will be having my MRI. I'm following the advice of my healthcare professionals. I'm simply choosing to keep moving within the safe limits they have given to me. And I believe that balance is one of the most valuable lessons we can apply to life itself. So I would like to ask you something. What is keeping you still today? Is it fear? Perfectionism? Lack of time? Lack of knowledge? Or is it the belief that you need to be completely ready before you begin? Write it in the comments. I would genuinely love to read your thoughts and talk about them together. And I would like to finish with one thought that feels especially meaningful to me today. Yes, these days I'm working a little more slowly. For a while, I may need to change my pace, but I'm not stopping. And that's exactly what I wish for each of you. Don't wait until everything is perfect. Don't wait until every fear disappears. Don't wait until you feel 100% ready. Take the first small step, then the next one, and then another. Because progress doesn't belong to those who are perfect. It belongs to those who keep moving, even when life asks them to slow down. If this live spoke to you today, write one word in the comments. I will keep going. I would truly love to see it. And if you would like to learn more about how a structured system of education, mentorship, and AI tools can support your growth, and why it has now earned internationally recognized CPD accreditation, send me the word "ready" in a private message. I will happily show you the available options, answer your questions, and help you explore what best fits your own goals with absolutely no pressure. Thank you so much for being here today. Take good care of yourselves, and always remember, progress doesn't require perfection. It simply requires that you keep moving.